Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for our very first video of Create December. I briefly want to describe what Create December is all about. Heba from My Little Journal and I put together this prompt list for December. A lot of people do December daily, and that's kind of what this is based off of, but we wanted to do our spin on it without Christmas. So what we did was we came up with a really flexible prompt list. And the prompt list will be available for you in all videos, in all December videos, in the description box. And it's a PDF file, so you just have to click it, download it, and then print it off yourself. A lot of the words, like I said, are very flexible. So meaning today's prompt word is love. You can take that anywhere. And that is the beauty of this challenge. Heba is more of a crafter. She does Project Life. She does layouts in her traveler's notebook. I'm more of an art journaler. I like to draw and paint. And then I also do some journaling. So we wanted to make sure that everyone could use this. If you're a crafter, if you're an artist, if you're a written journaler, anyone can use these prompts. So let's get started in today's prompt. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a different spin on this, and I'm gonna show you all my supplies that I absolutely love and that I couldn't leave home without. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I have everything kind of laid out here. This is my most important thing. So this pouch is, it says design for arrangement. I can link it in the description box for you. I don't necessarily love it, but it does a really good job at holding everything that I have. It's a perfect size for me. The reason I don't love it is because these pockets, you can see even right here, it's coming off, and I don't really put much in here. It has just sticky notes in here. So I'm not really sure why this is ripping out so much. Maybe because I have this so full, and so it's pulling here. So, and then this one already ripped out. So I just don't know if it's pretty sturdy because I haven't had it for very long, and I'm not hard on supplies or things in general. So there's that. This is my Chic Sparrow B6 size in creme leather, but it's the chocolate color, and it's a deluxe. And so then here's my notebook. Inside my notebook I have a B6 Tomo River paper journal. I got this from Paper Cuts. I'll leave them in the description box. I have an idea book that I got from Amazon. It also has Tomo River paper in it. And then I have one of my B6 journals in here with the Strathmore mixed media paper in it. And that seems to fit perfectly. It is getting a little chunkier than I would like, mainly because I'm pretty much at the end of my written journal. So I will be starting a new one in that. So that's why it's kind of thicker than I would like. Plus I fill the pockets. And then last but not least, it's going to be my Schmincke watercolor set. When I say Schmincke, it's really not the case. I like this palette or this one. This is all Daniel Smith. And then this is a mix between Daniel Smith and Schmincke. I like both brands the same depending on the color that I'm using. So there's that. So what I wanted to talk about was I wanted to talk about supplies with you for a minute. And I just wanted to demonstrate the supplies and how I use them. So I would say that, okay, so for my pen pouch, I have a multi-liner or mild liner, and I use this for when I am crossing off my to-dos for the week. I choose one color, and then I use that for the whole entire week. I have a couple Lamy pens. I really enjoy these. This is a Lamy Nux. It has a rubber grip. This is the Lamy Safari. This is the one that I... Sorry, that's my daughter. This is the one that I have carbon black ink in. This is the most used, probably, pen in this pen case. Then this one, this has the same ink in it. It's the same pen, it's just purple, and it has a broad nib. So those are my two go-tos. I also have this, it's a 942 Tombow marker. This is my cheat for skin tones. And then this is my Pilot Prera. I probably recommend this as your very first starter pen. It just is a smooth writer. This is in medium nib and it has blue ink in it. I'm trying to write more in blue ink, but I'm just obsessed with Lexington Gray right now. Lexington Gray ink is in this pen. This is my Pilot Vanishing Point pen. I'm obsessed with it. So it stays in my notebook. Moving on through here, I have a click eraser. This is by Pentel. I love this. Yeah, so I have that. My favorite fine liner at the moment, and has been for probably almost 8 months now, is the Staedtler. I have the 0.2 and 0.5. I have 4 water brushes here. 2 are filled with ink, dark wash and a medium wash, and then these 2 are just water brushes filled with water. And then moving back to the other side, I have an eraser right here, some sticky notes to cover up my images if I'm going to do that. And then in the back here, I have a big pen, an extra nib or tip for my water brush, an extra vessel for the water brush, and then I have my Black Velvet travel brushes. I love these. These are definitely a favorite of mine. I also have this mini palette back here. I have a review on this, or kind of like an explanation on this. I'll link that in the description box for you. But that is just kind of like my easy to go kit if I don't want to be like mixing colors and stuff like that, because this doesn't have a very good mixing space. So there's that. And then of course I sometimes remember to put a cloth in here, so there's that. For my book, like I talked about, I love Tomoe River paper, and I love my mixed media paper as well. And then here are watercolors. I'm just going to, these are my, what I like to call my desk watercolors. I'm just going to kind of demo with this because we're at my desk, so it's just easier. And what the difference between these two brushes is, one is newer than the other. So this one is like, as they age, they tend to flare a little bit. And so this one is a little bit more thicker than that because it's flared out. So I like to use this for wet washes all over the page. So that's what I'm going to do now. My all-time favorite colors at the moment. And it's just, really it's just kind of like you playing with color combinations that kind of sparks the love of this particular color. But I have, or your particular favorite colors. I have this raw sienna, and I like to mix that with sap green and yellow ochre. And then I like to stick with 3 colors for the most part. All 3 colors mix really well together, and they're really, really, really earthy, but they play well together. And then if you wanted to throw in like a crazy color just to mix it up a bit, I like to get this turquoise color, which is, this is a Daniel Smith color, and it is called Cobalt Teal Blue. I've kind of been actually really liking this color with these. I just throw this in places, brightens it up. It goes well with all the colors that are in here, and I just like it. It does a lot of cool granulating too. So this color combination I really have been enjoying. Another one is taking like a Payne's Gray. Okay, so Payne's Gray has a bit of a bluish purplish tone to it. It's more of a cool gray. So if you kind of play with that and mix that with yellow ochre, I think that it kind of complements it, meaning it pulls out those other 2 colors and just makes the yellow ochre pop, and then also in return makes the Payne's Gray pop. And then if you wanted to play some more with that, another accent color, you can either choose sap green, or you can choose that cobalt teal again.
There's two of them.
Two of them, yeah.
There's two ones.
And I just like to lay down color. However, I like to do these dashes.
And this is a color too.
It is, yeah, those are colors too. Here, let's put them over here. I just like to apply washes. I like these dashes. I just feel like it adds a little something something to the page, and it doesn't mess up your journaling when you journal over the top of it. So it's rather nice. So these are my go-to color combinations. I would say that if I were you, the best thing to do is pick 3 colors. 3 colors, play with them, see how they interact with each other, see how they bleed and kind of like mold and melt together, and see if you like it. Everyone's going to be different, and that's just the way it is. You know, everyone's going to like different colors. So these are my go-to right now. These are all my go-to supplies. These are the things that I'm absolutely loving right now. So if I had to go anywhere, this is what I would take with me. Maybe not this huge palette, maybe either this or the little one that I showed you earlier. Those are the things that I would take with me. I would enjoy hearing what your favorite supplies are if you list them in the description box, or maybe the color combinations that you are absolutely loving right now. That would be something that I would enjoy, because if you have a color combination that you absolutely love, then I want to try it out and I want to try it in my journal. So definitely see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 2, and we will be talking about, let's see, I have them written down. We'll be talking about joy and happy. And with that, I am going to be doing a demo of my journal girls. So stay tuned for that, come back for that, and I will see you then. Bye, everybody.